Good evening. The governor says Kansas is doing so well, it's earned repeated national recognition for its economy and educational system.
And now the governor says it's time to look ahead, 75 years ahead into the future to the end of the century.
KAKE senior political reporter Pilar Pedraza breaks down what the governor is talking about and where she hopes to take us.
The governor spent a lot of time laying out different ways that Kansans can plan ahead for our children's future, far future, while at the same time protecting the things that makes Kansas unique.
As I think about our state's future, I keep coming back to the same thought. How do we embrace change? How do we embrace opportunity? How do we embrace innovation, but do it in the Kansas way?
After running through the traditional roll call of accomplishments, the governor dove into the meat of her speech, looking to protect Kansas' future. She spoke first about taking care of the youngest Kansans by finding a solution to the shortage of daycare slots KAKE News has been reporting on for the last couple of years.
All of this would be so much easier if we eliminated the red tape that makes it so difficult for so many families to access services and for child care providers to even operate.
She wants to take the 4 different state agencies that currently oversee the various aspects of daycares and create a single Office of Early Childhood. She also promised her budget will continue to fully fund public schools and that she'll continue to reject any attempt to route public money to private schools, whether that's through vouchers, educational savings accounts, or any other method.
We cannot risk our state's financial stability by implementing any semblance of the reckless tax experiment that devastated our schools a dozen years ago.
She also promised to continue to fight attempts to cut corporate taxes. She said she'd prefer to postpone any tax cut talk until next year, once we have a better idea of how the most recent tax cuts will fully affect Kansas's budget. But she says she's open to proposals that pay for themselves.
But there's one thing that is seriously concerning, and that's our dwindling water supply. Forget making it 75 years down the road. Some parts of western Kansas don't have groundwater enough to last another 25 years.
She set a goal to have each generation work to secure water for the next 2 generations, calling it the multi-generational promise. Like daycares, she wants to simplify the state's water management system by combining this time 14 different agencies involved into one Office of Natural Resources. And she wants to invest more money into the fight to protect Kansas water.
I will propose another $30 million above what the legislature added, bringing our overall water investment dollars to $90 million every single year.
The governor also talked about Medicaid expansion, something she's brought up in every State of the State address since her election, and promised to continue pushing for it. But I've talked with a lot of lawmakers on both parties, and they're pretty much all in agreement it's not going anywhere this year. From the State House, Pilar Pedraza, KAKE News, on your side.